There is something about you that draws attention, even when you don't try. You move differently. You think differently. You carry an energy that cannot be easily explained. And because of this, there are eyes on you, watching, analyzing, trying to understand who you are and what makes you so different. Some are fascinated, some are intimidated, and others are outright obsessed. They are investigating you, not just out of curiosity, but because they have never encountered someone like you before. You are a mystery that they cannot solve. You have always known that you were different, even before you fully understood why. From an early age, you felt the weight of being an outsider, not because you were excluded, but because you simply didn't fit the mold of those around you. Your thoughts ran deeper. Your presence was stronger. You saw things that others overlooked. You questioned what others blindly accepted. And because of this, you have always stood out, whether you wanted to or not. Now, as you step further into your power, that energy has intensified, and people are noticing. But not everyone who watches you does so with pure intentions. Some are intrigued by your wisdom, drawn to your aura, seeking to learn from you. Others, however, feel threatened by what they do not understand. They cannot grasp why you remain unshaken in moments of chaos. They do not understand why you refuse to conform. They are puzzled by your ability to move through life as if you already know something they do not. And so, they begin to watch you more closely, trying to uncover your secrets, hoping to find a flaw, a weakness, something that will make sense of the enigma that is you. Perhaps you have noticed it, how people seem unusually interested in your life, how they ask questions that seem out of place, how they linger around you, watching, studying. Some may even dig into your past, searching for answers that explain why you are the way you are. They talk about you when you are not around. They analyze your words, your actions, your silence. They may even go so far as to test you, pushing your limits, trying to provoke a reaction, hoping to see if you are truly as unshaken as you appear. But what they fail to realize is that your mystery is not an act. It is who you are. You are not putting on a performance. You are simply being yourself. There is something divine about the chosen ones that cannot be easily explained. Your very existence challenges the norms of those around you. You move through life with an unseen guidance, an unshakable faith, a strength that does not come from the world, but from something far greater. This unsettles people. It disrupts their understanding of reality. They have been conditioned to believe that power comes from external things, status, money, connections. But then they see you, someone who walks in power without needing validation, someone who carries authority without demanding it, someone who seems to know things without being told, and it confuses them. The more they watch you, the more they realize that you are unlike anyone they have ever encountered. Your presence alone is enough to shift the atmosphere. Your silence speaks louder than their loudest words. Your mere existence forces people to reflect on themselves, and many are not ready for that level of introspection. So, they search for explanations. They label you as too different, too intense, or too secretive. But the truth is, they are not looking for answers about you. They are searching for a way to understand their own discomfort in your presence. What they do not realize is that their investigation will lead them nowhere. You are not a puzzle to be solved. You are a force to be reckoned with. They can dig through your past, analyze your words, try to predict your next move, but they will never truly understand you unless they too elevate their consciousness. Your mystery is not something that can be uncovered by investigation. It is something that can only be understood by those who are meant to understand. And so, they keep watching. Some admire you from a distance, hoping to learn from your energy. Others observe with suspicion, waiting for a moment of weakness that will never come. But no matter their reasons, one thing remains the same. They have never seen anyone like you, and that truth alone will keep them intrigued, puzzled, and forever chasing an answer that will never be found. The deeper they dig, the more confused they become. You do not operate like the rest of the world, and this makes you unpredictable. The people investigating you, whether out of admiration, suspicion, or sheer curiosity, expect to find patterns, weaknesses, or explanations for why you are the way you are. But no matter how closely they watch, you remain a mystery they cannot solve. They notice things about you that they cannot explain. You move with a quiet confidence, as if you already know how things will unfold. You sense deception before it happens. You recognize energy shifts before people even speak. You walk away from situations before disaster strikes, as if guided by something unseen. These things disturb people. They are used to manipulation, used to control, used to people who follow predictable patterns. But you are different. You answer to something higher. You do not move based on worldly logic. You move based on divine intuition, and that makes you untouchable. Some have tried to break you. They have set traps, hoping to provoke a reaction. They have spread rumors, trying to shake your confidence. They have tested your patience, waiting to see if you would collapse under pressure. But each time you remained steady, unbothered, unshaken, and this only made them more obsessed. Your silence speaks louder than their accusations. Your refusal to engage in their games frustrates them. Your ability to walk away from chaos without looking back confuses them. The average person seeks validation, craves attention, and reacts when provoked. But you do not explain yourself. You do not chase. You do not lower yourself to the level of those who seek to understand you through their limited perspective. This is why they cannot figure you out, because you do not play by their rules. But there is another layer to this investigation. Some of these people are not just watching out of curiosity. They are watching because they recognize something about you, something divine, something powerful. They see that you are not just different, you are chosen, and that realization scares them. They see that doors open for you that remain shut for others. They see that no matter what obstacles are placed in your way, you always rise above them. They see that people either love you deeply or despise you completely. There is no in-between. These are signs of divine favor, and even those who do not believe in spiritual matters can sense that there is something extraordinary about you. Some will try to align themselves with you, hoping to understand the source of your power. They will pretend to be allies, seeking to gain insight into what fuels your energy. They will study your habits, your words, your movements, looking for clues. But what they do not realize is that your power does not come from anything external. It is not in the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, or even the things you know. Your power comes from within, given by the divine, cultivated through experience, sharpened through trials. It is not something that can be stolen, copied, or understood by mere observation. Others, however, will view you as a threat. They will resent the way you move through life untouched by the things that break others. They will try to discredit you, convince others that you are not as wise, strong, or unique as you appear. But their words hold no weight. The truth is undeniable, and the more they try to bring you down, the higher you rise. And then there are those who are drawn to you but do not know why. These are the ones who sense something familiar in your energy but cannot explain it. They feel a connection, an unspoken recognition, as if they have known you in another lifetime. These people may investigate you out of fascination, drawn to your presence without understanding the reason. But you know the truth. Your energy is calling to them, awakening something within them that they have long forgotten. Regardless of their reasons, one thing remains constant. You are a mystery they cannot solve. They will continue to watch, to analyze, to search for answers. But what they seek cannot be found through investigation. Your essence, your wisdom, your divine protection. These are things that cannot be studied or explained. They are simply part of who you are. And so, the eyes remain on you. Some will admire you, some will envy you, some will try to understand, while others will try to undermine. But in the end, all of them will come to the same realization. There has never been, and never will be, another like you. As time passes, the people investigating you will come to a realization. They will never truly understand you. No matter how closely they watch, no matter how much they analyze your words and actions, they will always find themselves at a dead end. You are not someone who can be figured out, because you are not meant to be. Your mystery is part of your divine nature. Your path is one that is guided by forces beyond human comprehension. And for those who are not spiritually awakened, this will always leave them puzzled. Some will grow frustrated. They will dig deeper, searching for flaws, hoping to find something that explains why you move the way you do. They will question your past, your decisions, even the way you interact with the world. But no matter what they find, it will never be enough to satisfy them. You are not hiding secrets. You are simply operating on a frequency that they cannot access. They are trying to decode something that was never meant for them to understand, and so their obsession grows. For some, this realization will lead to admiration. They will recognize that you are not like others, not because you are pretending to be different, but because you are truly set apart. These people may begin to respect you, even if they do not fully understand you. They will acknowledge that there is something powerful about you, something rare, something that cannot be copied or imitated, and in time, they may even seek guidance from you, hoping to learn from the way you navigate the world with such confidence and purpose. But for others, this realization will breed resentment. They will hate the fact that they cannot figure you out. They will feel powerless in your presence, unable to predict your next move, unable to control or manipulate you like they do with others. These are the people who will try to bring you down, not because you have wronged them, but because your existence alone challenges their perception of reality. They cannot stand the fact that you walk through life untouched by the fears and limitations that control them. And so, they will attempt to discredit you, to spread lies, to turn others against you. Yet, no matter what they do, their efforts will fail, because the truth cannot be hidden. The favor of God cannot be erased. The power within you cannot be destroyed. No weapon formed against you will prosper, because your protection does not come from this world. It comes from the divine. And those who try to harm you will only find themselves consumed by their own negativity. This is the nature of being chosen. You will always be watched. You will always be studied. You will always be misunderstood. But you will also always be protected. Your path is not determined by the opinions of others. It is not shaped by their investigations or their judgments. It is determined solely by the one who has called you, the one who has set you apart for a purpose greater than you can imagine. So, what do you do now? Do you try to explain yourself to those who will never understand? Do you attempt to prove your innocence to those who are determined to see you as a threat? Do you lower your energy to accommodate those who cannot match your frequency? Number. You rise above it all. You keep moving forward. You continue to walk in your purpose, knowing that your mission is not to be understood. It is to fulfill the divine calling on your life. Let them watch. Let them talk. Let them search for answers they will never find. Because in the end, their investigations do not define you. Their opinions do not shape your destiny. They can spend their entire lives trying to unravel your mystery, but they will never truly grasp who you are, because you are not meant to be understood by everyone. You are meant to be exactly what you are, a force beyond comprehension, a soul beyond limitation, a chosen one walking a path that only the divine can see. And that is what makes you truly untouchable.